always intimidates me baking with like almond flour or something like that because I feel like I just don't know the ratio that I'm supposed to do. And I
It
know
would be
it's
great for you to
expensive
do
to
a
do
class on that,
on
baking.
alternative baking.
yeah.
Robert, should we do that?
I would
All right.
love that.
Yeah, we can do that. We've done sugar-free baking before where we did the almond flour and the coconut flour, but then we also used the different sweeteners that were, we can do it again.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
cookies were great too. Great variety.
Yeah.
Till last year, I would not cook anything. Then I was at home and I need to learn this stuff, So we start, I'm with her. She's really a good cook. And I could help and I started learning. And the more that you get involved, the more you learn. It's actually, I did it for fun. Then I'm like, what's the health part of it and all this stuff? And she's telling me all this stuff. And I'm like, I just want to eat it. I don't want to fix it. Then, she got to the point now we're involving the kids in it. And it's really very interesting when you start doing things to yourself and not being afraid. Yeah. Yes, sir.
I don't see any chia seeds.
Chia seeds that are inside the
crackers down there.
the crackers down there. I didn't bring them out this time because we were focusing more on other seeds. We've done chia seeds in a previous class, but do you use chia seeds a lot? Have you worked with them at all?
They're very high in omega-3s.
They are.
I don't want to eat fish.
Yeah. Yeah. They're really high in omega-3s. Do you use them in smoothies or anything like that?
I just eat it.
You just eat them. Okay.
I was interested to have it in a cookie.
Yeah. There are cookies out there, but the crackers are an unsweet way to do it. There's, I think, a whole cup of chia seeds in a batch of those. So it's the primary binder. It uses the chia and it uses the flax. But you can add, I wanted to keep it really neutral. You can add herbs, you can add your fennel seeds or cumin seeds to that as make like a 6-seed cracker, a 7-seed cracker. Or you can, if you want to, you can add a little honey and make it sweeter, or citrus zest.
And you have this recipe.
That recipe's in there, yeah, should be in there. There is a couple. I tried to give you like a little snapshot of recipes you could do with nuts that you may not have seen before. So those are in there, and the nut butters, the basic nut butter method is in there. I wouldn't really even call it a recipe, it's just nuts and salt. Yeah. And then, if you want to put extra stuff in it, go for it. So kind of sky's the limit on that one.
Are there any other nuts that are high in the omega-3s?
I think walnuts are really high
Yes.
in omega-3s, and it's not really a nut that we use culinarily, but I'm pretty sure hickory nuts fall into that category too. But they're hard to get to, and it's hard to get a lot of them.
You have walnuts downstairs, I think.
We do. Yeah, we have walnuts downstairs. And we have, in the bulk section, I think we have pine nuts and almonds, and I think walnuts are in the bulk section too, in the little thing with the, so you can, yeah, nod or nose.
There is a fact about sesame. The reason we use a lot of sesame, the sesame oil have many potential health benefits, and one of them, it's been used for thousands of years as a medicine. And one of them is to protect against heart diseases and diabetes and arthritis. I did not know that till I searched it, which was amazing that they've been using sesame as for a medicine too. Most of the common thing that I found in all the nuts, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, all that, it helps lower all that stuff. Yeah, and I was really surprised when I started looking into it and how much nuts actually, they say the oily and all that stuff, it's actually, if you eat a certain amount, a handful of almond, it's about 23, 25 pieces a day. It's really cool. If you have not seen this, but right here, they're not salted, and if you put them in lukewarm water, you could peel them or just eat them as it is, and they're very healthy. You're not going to lose anything, and they keep you full. That means you're not going to be eating all the other stuff around you. So,
Are they special almonds?
no, just regular plain almond. They're not salted. They're not nothing. Just put them in the water or eat them as it is. You don't have to put them in water. We put them in water. We do use them. Huh?
Try them.
Some people like to peel them, and to put them in water, it's easy to peel. And if you don't, they're really hard to peel. So they're wet, they're cool. And we do cooking with them. So if you split them after you boil them, and you split them in half and just put them in the frying pan and add them to your rice or your whatever you want, it's really good.
I read recently too that they've identified people who live the longest. And in Sardinia, there's a group of people who live well into their 90s and 100s. But they now suspect that it's the nuts and seeds they're eating.
It's a lot, yeah.
That's great news.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the latest lady who passed away in Palestine, which was last week, she was 110. There is a lot of seeds in our food. Like you said, pomegranate is one of the healthiest drink, and it came up in the United States, about 6-7 years ago. It went boom, then it died. Yeah. But like if you go to Persia in Iran and Iraq and all that stuff, they're having a cup a day, every day, and it does amazing for you. It does the same thing. You know, when you have one of the things when we get guests to the house, people come and visit. The first thing they do on the table, there's nuts. There's your pumpkin seeds, your watermelon seeds, your pistachio, your almond, your whatever it's available in the house. That's very because they said, and they're not eating; they're just snacking.
Sounds like it's more ingrained in the culture than it is here, where we have more like grains and corn, like because those grow well here, and maybe there isn't enough water, but the nut trees.
Oh, no, we don't have corn down there as much as you guys here.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the difference. Yeah.
So maybe it's just because it grows near you, and it's become part of the culture that we've just missed out on here. Yeah.
There's in 1984 when I came to the United States, there's a lot of things you could not even find some of these products in here. Yeah. And
Certainly not pomegranates.
yeah, exactly. Like figs, the same thing. I brought in figs here, and everybody went crazy on them. You know, really. You ever had figs?
Do you sell these butters or do you have?
We don't know, but I can send you home with some if you'd like. I can send you home with some if you'd like. We don't sell them. I just wanted to kind of demonstrate the technique, and then hope that you would take the ideas and fly with it. Come up with. I mean, a savory nut butter would be good. You know what would be really good would be, I love pecans and Old Bay. Like I'll toast my pecans and then put a little bit of butter and Old Bay on them. But you could make a savory nut butter that you could serve with cheese. That would be really good. Kind of one of those things that nobody thinks to make their own nut butter, but it's and you'll go and pay $16 for like a fancy artisanal one.
Incredibly, like so much better than the all natural ones. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing, I try and avoid, like added sugars we talked about already, but I also try and avoid palm oil just because it's destroying our rainforests. And this way you can, I don't mind if I have to stir it up, but this way you can kind of really control everything that's inside it, so you know. So, yeah. All right. I think we're all set. Thank you guys for coming. And I'll send you guys home with some food if you want.